And there's your Duke, Robert. He's just chilling. We're out playing on the water because you can see it's very, very smoky. We can't see the mountain. It's too much smoke. Hi, Maurice. I'm on Ozempic, but I'm losing muscle. Will creatine help to regain my muscle? Ozempic does that because it actually activates reduces your mTOR levels. That's why you end up losing muscle mass as well too, which is normal. Yeah, creatine is not gonna actually help you put back your muscle tissue. No, what's gonna help with that would be leucine or HMB, because you need to actually increase your protein synthesis. Creatine, the only reason it works because it gives you more than enough energy to actually keep pushing further. When you push further, you break your muscle tissue. You break your muscle tissue, you get bigger. Hey Marek, how are you? Happy Sunday. Yeah, it's very smoky, guys. Check it out. It's kind of crazy. My ferritin is 81, but my iron saturation is on the range. I'm iron deficient. No, you're not iron deficient. Your body will balance itself. I wouldn't worry too much. Leucine and what else? Leucine, make sure you take about 3 grams. And you can take HMB as well too. About 1 gram, maybe twice a day. Well, HMB is good for anybody over the ages of 40 because this way it kind of preserve muscle tissue. It works for some people and some people it doesn't. So you just have to try it out. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're 47, which is perfect. You know. But like I said, it does work for some individuals it does not. So when you buy it, try to buy it in powder. It tastes very nasty. Leucine tastes very nasty as well, but you need at least 3 grams of leucine, probably about 3 grams of HMB. And you can take HMB during the daytime and after training. Leucine would be preferably after training only. Marek, I hope you're doing good. Do they have in pills? I think so, yeah. I think they have them in pills. I take everything in powder just because I take a lot of large quantities. But yeah, definitely you can have them in pills. Seriously, this weather prevents you from doing anything today. It's hard to breathe and it's very hard to breathe. It kind of prevents you from doing much work. All you do is like smell the smoke all day long. It's not good for your lungs. Leucine after workout, HMB, it could be in the morning, could be a lunch, could be with your food, but you can do it before your training. You know, it's too bad they don't put out the fires faster, and it's lack of people, lack of funding, lack of everything. And we just have to kind of live with this. It's been like this for a week now. So I did want to talk to you guys about the importance of nitric oxide, because a lot of individuals are having still issues with irregular heartbeat, having issues with vasodilation, contraction, too much contraction, not enough relaxation, too much blood pressure. It's because your body is not producing enough nitric oxide, or you're not eating enough nitrate foods. So you guys got to keep that in mind. This is very, very crucial that you continue maintaining that level. Ask Duke. Duke knows. Duke. 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 Maurice, I'm leaving Canada and back to Lebanon next year, buying a place in Rabia. Nice. In Rabia, that's awesome. Hopefully it's a nice little off-grid location, nothing too close to the city. Definitely should. Maurice's wife is asking what's good for hormonal imbalances. She's 47. You can start with tyrosine and selenium. Now, you can get selenium from eating Brazil nuts, but tyrosine would be more of a supplement. It is an amino acid. That would be like the first steps to kind of help a little bit. Yes, in grams. Putting my kids in Bremena High School, need to be close to there. Yeah, Bremena is not that far off. It's very close. But why you putting your kids in school? Why don't you do go homeschooling? Schools are just gonna steal your money, and you're never gonna get anywhere. I'm serious. You know, homeschooling. I have a lot of my friends are doing homeschooling, and their kids are graduating with a degree. A degree is just a piece of paper. I don't have anything against school. It is good for the kids to actually interact and socialize. But our school system has been rigged for hundreds of years. And I think, you know, a smart way of doing it, homeschooling, and this way they can go outside Lebanon to actually compete and do their exams for higher education. Honestly, I might homeschool, but want them to get familiar with Lebanese culture and meet kids. True, true. It is a good way, but you know, keep in mind, Lebanon is not what it used to be back in the days. I am doing homeschooling. Perfect, Marek. That's awesome. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it, Marek. Safest way, this way you can actually educate the kid the way they want to be actually educated and the way they want to make it fun, but at the same time very valuable, and you actually focus on a specific subject. If they like architect, you focus on that. If they like to become a doctor, you focus on that. If they want to go into scientific research or pharmaceuticals or pharmacologists, anything like that, you focus on that. And I think that's way better than to actually spend you know, all their junior high school. What a waste of money, to be honest with you. It's a theft that the government steals from parents, especially in Lebanon with the high price of education. And after that, you know, the real schooling starts in universities. But even in universities, they want you to take so many subjects, so many different things before they actually get you to the correct level. And what you learn from the books is the same thing as you buy a book from a freaking library and you learn it, and you go out and you do the exam and you actually compete against it. What is it? I'm in Canada, actually. It's been a long time. No, it hasn't been a long time. It's been only one day. I was here yesterday, the day before. Yesterday was really bad. I had like a major headache. I was trying to work with my kayak. I got it up here. I'll show it to you guys. There's still one more hole I have to finish. I finished 3 broken holes. There's one more. If I get it finished today, I'm probably gonna take it out tomorrow for a test. I am in British Columbia. It's very smoky. It's very bad. Today is very bad, actually. Do you recommend any supplements to help testosterone aside from good sleep and resistance training? There's Tribulus tetris. There's DHEA. There's infrared light. You shoot it on your man parts. Of course, there's the cold exposure as well. There's some herbs, Tanga Ali, ashgawanda. Some they claim it works. For me, it didn't really work as good. Maurice, how many grams of the tyrosine? You can take anywhere between 500 to 5,000 milligrams of tyrosine, and selenium, make sure it's below 200 milligrams, micrograms for the selenium. Beautiful view. It would be way beautiful if it's not covered by smoke. Way more beautiful would be that. At least you guys will see the mountains. Tangali and KSM66 I'm taking already. I heard onion juice. It's not so much about onion juice. It has to be raw onion, and it has to be the onion has to be red, not the yellowish or the whitish. It has to be the red. Don't want to use. Don't want to use what? What is the best supplement for anxiety? I did an ebook on anxiety. Can you please go ahead and download it? Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Look up. Look up what? What are we looking up? Enjoy Canada? I don't know if I wanna stay here longer. I wish I can maybe go somewhere else if we're gonna end up staying with the smoky and the cold. Where are you at in Canada? I forgot. Or are you in Canada? Maybe it's blocked it. I think so. There was two comments being blocked. Um, I don't know what you typed that it got blocked. Oh yeah, you're in Toronto. How is it up there? Is the weather's been nicer, or is it you guys are smoky as well like us? Hi, I'm from Virginia. Cheers. How's the weather there? Hey mate, hope you well. Following you for a while now. I have stopped my blood pressure meds since last wean. Perfect. Did you wean off a bit, or you just suddenly just stopped it fully? You just make sure you're taking some good supplementation, just to be on the safe side. No smoke in Ontario. That's perfect. That's awesome. Yeah, it's been 93 Fahrenheit. Wow. Yeah, it's about 20 degrees here, but you can see it's very, very foggy from the snow. No smoke, just warm and humid here, like 28 degrees. That's not bad. It's better than us here. Stopped it, fully discussed with doctor. They were happy with it. Just wanted to thank you. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Continue the hard work and continue moving forward. Good job. I'm really happy that you stopped the medication. Looks like all west is in smoke. Yeah, it's very, very bad here. Um, there's one town they got evacuated 2 days ago, roughly about 27 minutes away from here, 30 minutes away from here, roughly, give or take. But now we're on alert. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. If you come to Toronto, let me know. I can get you Saudana. Sounds good. Hey, enjoy it for me. Cheers. I don't know if I can travel right now having Duke with me. It's gonna be tough for now. What is the ABCA6 gene? I have to look into it. I haven't really looked into that gene. Maurice, can women drink long jack? Yeah, why wouldn't they? But not as much. Oh man, my eyes are ready to blow up. My eyes are like hurting so much from all that smoke that we've been inhaling. I gotta freaking take something for my lungs now to kind of keep them clear. I've been taking taurine all day. Hey Maurice, good day to you. I recently did a cardiac scan. I sent to a doctor. Perfect. Let me know how the results. Let me review it if you get a chance. Duke, let's sit up here, man. Come here, bud. Let's sit here. It's too smoky. Can I make an appointment? Yeah, 100%. 100%. You can book tomorrow if you like. Anytime during the weekdays would be excellent. I am available. If you check my calendar, you can actually just book, and it's gonna reflect your time frame. As for the ABCA6 gene, I'll have to look into that for you. This is for NCON OOI. Duke is relaxing today. It's his day off, right, Duke? Went and played in the water a bit. I'm having this issue with my throat, feeling weird, like it's closing or something is vibrating. That's so something you must have consumed that your body is actually causing an allergic reaction. Could be a spasm, but sometimes the only reason something happens like that in the throat is due to omega-6. Depends what you've been consuming. Sometimes omega-6 causes that as well too. So some inflammation is happening in the system. Duke, you okay, bud? You having a hard time breathing? It's not bad. So check on that. It's something you've kind of consumed that is actually maybe too much omega-6s in it that is causing it. The only way you'd actually have arrhythmia only if you actually feel in your neck, if your heart is beating and you can actually feel it in your neck. That's usually a potassium deficiency that's actually causing that. Anxiety doesn't when you have GERD. Anxiety doesn't when you have GERD. Anxiety and GERD, because anxiety, it is gonna actually causes tension to all your body parts, right? So GERD could actually reflect that. Hi John, how are you? Enjoying your life? Thank you. Weird feeling in throat. I hope you're doing good. It's been very, very smoky. Look behind me. It's a lot of smoke. So it hasn't. The weather hasn't really cleared as much. It's been very, very tough to breathe. Do you have to one time? What? I've tried them as a smoker and it helps clear lungs. Dang, that is. Yeah, you can't even see the mountain behind me, guys. Like, look at this. There's so much smoke. It's been brutal, actually. And it's tough to actually breathe it. And Mulin drops work not bad, actually. I usually do NAC. I find it works a lot better. I have a specific supplement mix. It's good for lungs to clear all the toxic away from the lungs. I get a bad headache from high blood pressure. I eat healthy and exercise 5 days a week. What helps? That only helping about that much of the equation. Your biggest equation, you're actually becoming so deficient, and especially when you exercise, you're becoming more deficient. I'm not saying stop the exercise, but definitely download my ebook on how to reverse high blood pressure, because you're missing a main mineral in your lifestyle to actually fulfill these gaps. Your take on green tea? I did a video on green tea about the EGCG, how much it benefits our body and how much it actually increases flexibility to the arteries. When did I do it? Like maybe a week ago, I think. So definitely check it out, Papaya Fitness. I think green tea is very incredible. Of course, it depends which one you get, whether you want to use matcha green tea or the regular fermented green tea. The amount of polyphenols, to absorb the polyphenols correctly, just make sure you're mixing it with some type of fat of a form of at least 1 teaspoon. What is the mixture of any of the lungs? So I do have NAC, vitamin A, quercetin in it. And I think there is one more thing I'll have to check. Probably an allergic reaction to something, I don't know. I have extreme dry mouth with it too. So yeah, it has to be some kind of a reaction that your body does not like, and it's actually is causing that. Thanks so much, Margot. Papaya, check it out. Yeah, I think it was like a couple days ago or last week I did the video. Right, Duke? Remember Duke? And I have it on YouTube, I think. It's a long video. It's not that long. It's like 5 minutes, I think. But I spoke about everything that green tea will actually benefit. Any advice on autoimmune, syphilis? Yeah, start eating a carnivore diet. It's going to actually help with your autoimmune. Then you can actually get off of it after 90 days. That would be like the best and simplest way of doing it. What's going on? What's going on? So let me show you guys my little kayak, because I've been working on it and trying to actually, because I haven't used it for 2 years because of Duke. He was still a baby. I couldn't leave him alone. Low ferritin, eat some steaks and cook the steak in an iron skillet. Duke, stay please. Okay, just watch. So I'll show you guys my fishing kayak that John has been pushing my buttons to actually go out and actually take it out to the water. So there it is. There's my fishing kayak. So what happened is I left it outside in the snow and I haven't used it. So we end up causing a crack We have one crack here, another crack there. So I fixed these two yesterday. This was a big crack, so I had to actually melt some PVC and I glued it, which is good. So this is the biggest crack that I have. Actually, there's a big freaking hole. So I'll have to actually cut another piece of PVC and kind of cover the whole thing, melt it, and try it. Then I'm gonna flip it the other way because there's another crack in the bottom from too much snow. But this is it. We're gonna, hopefully if I get it done today, give it about 24 hours to actually cure, then maybe we can take it out fishing. With the high blood pressure, headaches, it all goes away when I water fast 72 hours. Yes, of course, because there is nothing contracting in your body. Download my ebook on how to reverse high blood pressure. I'll actually give you the full guide. So this kayak is nice actually. It does have, I've had it for almost like, I think like 10 years probably, yeah. I've been kind of going fishing every year with it except for 2 years. So this is it, John. This is the one that I'm going to be taking out. I even still have the Deeper logo because I used to be a wholesaler for Deeper Fish Finder years ago. This is the Wilderness System kayak that I have. But, so we got everything going. It's just, I think as soon as I fix this hole here, that one is actually not bad. Once I fix this one here, I used to turn it into a live well, yes. You can actually, there was a specific part for that goes in here. It's like a bag that holds about a couple layers. You can actually put, you can put the live well here, or you can use the big one. I was using the big one actually for that. And the small one, I would actually store some of my stuff to kind of stay dry. But since the leaks, I took all that stuff apart, which is too bad. So we got some PVC piping. We've been cutting it and melting it and seeing how that works. So hopefully it does hold and we can actually take it out and test it out, because I went and bought my fish finder the other day. So I'm good because I just want to enjoy some time. Even if I go like 1 hour every day would be nice. So this is it. This one is a 12 foot. No, 13 foot, I think. Yeah, it is a 13 foot. Kayak. It's pretty heavy actually. Bro, get the room together so that I can fly out for 2 weeks, please. I will. I'm gonna get it going like I promised. I'm gonna have the little retreat, and I'm gonna have the little cabin so you can come by, you guys, and we're gonna be going fishing. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be pretty amazing. Now, if this kayak doesn't really work out for me, if it's not gonna fix the issue, then I'm just gonna end up probably next year buy another one. But I like that one. I like this kayak. It's nice, good size, and I do have the trailer for it. And I've been cleaning up, so as you guys can see, everything is pretty clean right now, which is good. There's Duke. We're not gonna play. We just came from the water, but so I cleaned up in all that section here. So this section there, I'm gonna expand it and flatten it. So that's where I'm gonna put the little small cabin on that part here. Right now I actually sprayed some seeds here so I can actually get some landscaping going. So we'll see how that works out. Oh, sinus arrhythmia. What's going to help with that is mostly, it depends how your potassium level is, but sinus arrhythmia, or if you're actually feeling it in your neck, it's a potassium issue more than anything. My friend, I was going to message you tonight. How are you both? We're doing okay. Just been a lot of smoke, as you can see. You can see the mountain right now. Just watch your video on Cavadex. Blew my mind. Have family history. Connect with me. We can talk about it if you like. It's so far, like I said, I'm trying it. I have 3 other patients that are trying it as well. And you know, we did do the CAC scores, so we're gonna do a before and after, and we're gonna hopefully see the results. Do you recommend Canpriv D3 drop MCT base for kids? Yes, that's the one I actually highly recommend because there is an MCT base. And the only reason I like Canpriv and Canadian company, other than being a Canadian company, it's the only company that actually preserve it here in Canada in MCT oil. Because I used to get them from the US quite a bit, but now we can actually buy it locally. Caught up on your YouTube videos and concerned you both are okay. I see you are. we are doing okay. We are doing okay. Just the smoke is not that, hasn't been that great. Haven't been sleeping good, to be honest with you guys. A lot of headaches from the smoke. It is pretty close to us, but what can we do? I just don't want to leave back to the city. If I have to go back to the city, I'll have to actually stay there for about 2 weeks or so it clears up. And right now I'm debating whether to go or not, because if I don't go, the roads get blocked. If I go, I'm still gonna be screwed either way. So I have to wait and see. Put an air purifier in the room. I don't have one. I left it in the city. Was not expecting to actually get hit here off a grid with this smoke, guys. So I don't have an air purifier. It's in the city. So if I have to go to the city, there's a lot of stuff I have to actually pick up from there. Thank you, D. Damn, the smoke is really bad for you. Yeah, it hasn't been the best, and all we can do sometimes, we're staying mostly inside. I'm trying not to actually overwhelm myself with doing a lot of work outside, just stuff to breathe. And I don't know if you guys can hear the helicopters. They're coming. They come with their water bombs, whatever they call them, and they dump them. But we don't have enough. We don't have enough. It's funny, we send, Canada is almost getting ruined. We send our funds, our taxes outside Canada to actually help other countries. I don't have nothing against that, and yet we don't actually help Canada to stay smoke free. With the amount of money we spend outside, we could actually buy 220 of these water bombs for the helicopters. 220 of them. Always low energy. How do I get more energy? Creatine. Your mitochondria is struggling. The question is, why is your mitochondria struggling? So, I need to make stairs. You need the creatine. Every country is busy sending help outside instead of helping their citizen. 100%. It's crazy how that is, eh? It's like, what's the point of us paying taxes? Seriously, like we pay it and it just goes away to other countries, and yet every country struggles with their own problems instead of actually helping its own citizen. It's like they're driving its own citizen away. It's like something doesn't make sense. It's crazy. It is not good for the lungs. I've been taking. Let's go make some coffee. I have a big headache. I need some coffee, and coffee is the only thing that's gonna actually fix my headache from that smoke. Like even in here, you can still smell it. Like it's not really any better, because I keep the windows open. I keep everything open. Hey, what's going on? They do nothing for the people, just enrich themselves. Enrich themselves 100% to that, John. It is true. It is true. They look after them and they leave the people alone. They don't actually help the people or nothing. And we're the one who's actually making them live better and giving them all that freaking money, right? It's pretty amazing the way we're all treated. You started to work out? I'm starting to. I was kind of debating where am I gonna put my little gym equipments. Gonna go down to the city and get them all. I'm gonna build a small deck with the roof cover, but the problem is I'll have to actually close it from the winter. So I don't know if I'm gonna start that project this year or maybe wait till next year. So how does the healthcare thing work up there? Do they send you a bill after a visit? Can you choose? No, here in Canada, the way it works, our healthcare is kind of free, which is okay. But the problem is, every time we're doing something or we request for something, it doesn't just happen right away or overnight. It actually takes anywhere between 6 to 10 months before we actually got our turn in. I restarted the P90X after a few weeks on break. That's awesome. I think maybe I should buy just one of them and start using it, the P90X. But there is specialty places I can go to, but there is a lot of money. And it's quite expensive. For example, to get a CAC score, Here in Canada, for example, to get a CAC score, there's about an 8 months waiting list. Unless it's an emergency, it's a 3 months waiting list. And if you go to a private lab to get it done, they'll charge you about $1,100. Then you can get it done in about 24 hours. And it's $1,100, a lot of money. It's not cheap. So sometimes some of these testing, they cost a lot of money. Give me a second, guys. Let me open the door for Duke. Fuck, Duke. You broke it. Stop doing that. That's not funny. That's not funny. He ripped the screen door. That's it. See, he was doing so good. He was doing so good. Every time he wants to come in, he would actually knock on the door and I'll open for him. And the other day, by mistake, he ended up pushing the screen door. Now he goes through it. He just walks in through it and he pushes it off and he breaks it every single time. He's doing that a lot. After he did it the first time, now he's doing it a lot. I'm trying to kind of teach him not to do it again. And he's not, he thinks it's funny because he actually just jumped through it. It's crazy. But what can I do? It's just, I don't like it to stay open because we end up getting a lot of bugs coming in here and I don't want that. Oh man, my eyes are hurting bad. Scroll and read some of the comments you missed. Some of the comments I missed, I think some of them are being blocked maybe. Any advice would be appreciated. I don't know anyone else, but I'm with Maurice's brain and no, I'm not a bunny boiler. Medical system is 1-2 months to see a doctor. It's crazy. Have to leave. Good night, peeps. Much love. Healing vibes to you, Maurice. Thank you, D. Hopefully you're all good and staying healthy. And yes, keep me updated on things as always. I'm gonna make some coffee. For the past week, since I actually increased my fat intake, I've been only having maximum 1 cup a day of coffee. Today, because I had my carb load yesterday, this is my 4th cup already, John. And you're doing 10 days no coffee, better digestion, better sleep, super fast recovery after weight training, no headaches. That's awesome. Because now your body is holding on to more magnesium. So you're getting all these good benefits from stopping the caffeine. Like anything else, moderation is key. And sometimes as a human, because we're so stubborn in our brain, we end up sometimes, picking on one or two things that we enjoy so much, and we start to actually indulge, especially when it comes down to coffee and caffeine. Some of us do it just because of the flavor more than anything, but sometimes we actually overdo it and it's not good. NMN and trans-resveratrol powder fixed 20 years chronic fatigue in 2 days was mitochondria. It is mitochondria. NMN and resveratrol does boost up your mitochondria. Same thing as creatine. If people cannot afford the NMN and resveratrol, then creatine works as good and sometimes a little better. You have no mods, Maurice? Mods? What's mods? Mods. How come my coffee is not working? Is AminoTab good for the heart and kidneys? No, it's not. I would stay away from the AminoTab. These are like horse pills. Creatine, yes, 5 grams, moderates on your lives. I did have some. I do have one lady, her name is Kathy, but she hasn't been coming by a whole lot because she was traveling, and due to the issues with flights, she's stuck in a specific place and my timing changes. Maybe I should put you as a moderator, D. I am sleeping like a baby after being on supplements. That's good. Keep at it. Or yet better, guys, we should actually go on a challenge, a no coffee challenge. When was it? 4 years ago, I did stop coffee for 6 months straight. It's funny how much money you save. John is crazy. If I'm spending 40, about 60, $70 a month on coffee. Imagine you guys can save almost $70 on coffee. That's insane. You could buy a lot of stuff. I could make myself up this morning, 9 a.m. I could wake myself up this morning. I can moderate for you. Just let me know times I moderate for a few people. All that coffee talk has me making a cup of coffee. Well, I'm making one right now, Monopoly. You should definitely join me. I already put my MCT oil. The blender just came in yesterday because the other blender broke. And I'm gonna make my coffee. I'm gonna heat up my cup first. My CRP is slightly high. Any advice? CRP high, there's inflammation in the body. The question is, what the hell are you eating that is causing the inflammation? Hajj, I'm not Albanian, no. I'm originally from Lebanon. Coffee is a stimulant for sure and it's addictive. 100% it is. It has a nice flavor, you know, that's why I'm kind of been switching to like a mushroom stuff. But what I've noticed is if I add more fat in my meals, then I'm having almost a cup sometimes. Like when I'm talking a cup, John, I'm talking more of an espresso shot, right? So this is my espresso shot. It's very small. It's not even a cup. Like a cup would be almost like twice the size of this. Coffee in a way is healthy, but you know, like everything has to be in moderation as well too. And sometimes we end up overdoing it. And the only reason it does not become as healthy as it should is just it flushes out too much of our magnesium. Now I take 1200 milligrams of magnesium. If I stop coffee, I'll probably drop it to about 200 milligrams of magnesium because my body's holding on to more magnesium, right? And I think of coffee as being a barrier. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think we just have to kind of, you know, it doesn't have to be consumed on a daily basis. Could be consumed, you know, every other day or so. I just use it mostly for the polyphenols more than anything. But yeah, you do feel a huge difference when you stop. And your triglyceride will drop by about 10 points. And which is good because I've done the testing on it a couple years ago and it works really good. 1 cup of double espresso a day. The medicine go down, pharmacy. No kidding. Would you recommend me to fast for my CRP? CRP is something you're consuming that is actually causing inflammation. CRP is something you're consuming that is heavily processed, or possibly the source you're eating it is not, and it's not the best. You could fast. It's not gonna really fix the issue. Slightly. What bodybuilding supplements do you suggest is safe? Creatine, leucine, D-ribose. But what makes you think that bodybuilders are actually just getting big from eating supplement and eating broccoli and chicken? They probably sprinkle some Anavar and steroids on their food, and they never really tell that to anybody. But for overall health, creatine would be best. Leucine and D-ribose. Oops, almost broke it. Come on, I just got it. I gotta know how to use it. Can you bring down high cholesterol naturally if it's genetic? Why do you want to bring it down? There's nothing wrong with cholesterol. The only time you want to worry about cholesterol only if your cholesterol is being oxidized. If your cholesterol is not being oxidized, why should you worry? Stop listening to the pharmaceutical and the doctors that they're scaring you. But yeah, you can reduce it if you really want to. My gut has been irritated. Start taking some pre-fibers. Maurice, is there any other vitamin K which is good once you use does not deliver to England? Vitamin K2, MK7, is that the one you're talking about that you're looking for? At least 300 micrograms for the intake? I know about the creatine. Please, can you spell the other two? Leucine, Leucine. Yeah, I train heavy 6 days a week, usually over a year now, and I don't look like a bodybuilder. Like I said, you know, a lot of these bodybuilders, you know, they never really tell you the honesty. They never really tell you how they do it. Anybody who looks, bigger than usual, especially if their gut is bigger than usual, they are on some type of steroids or growth hormone. What can I use to flush out CT scan injection contrast? I did a video on that. I think it was zeolite and something else. If your cholesterol is oxidizing, is when your APO is above 15. Your apolipoprotein B, but we're talking about your LP small a above 15 and your LPPLA2 is inflamed. The last one is called D-ribose. I see them on TikTok and they don't look healthy, but are selling some. Oh, it's always the same way. None of them look healthy. Sometimes they might look good on the outside. Their muscles aren't proportional or anything like that. And you can tell right away. You can tell right away. Yeah, you're talking about the apolipoprotein B, Sean. If it is, that's one of the factors. But keep in mind, when you check your ApoB, we check your ApoA1 and we do the conversion. It's better to check your LPPLA2. Which blood test for inflammation? You have HSCRP, you have IL-6, you have fibrinogen, you have homocysteine, you have ESR. Which vitamin K good? Your one does not deliver to England. Oh. So the one I take they don't deliver to England? Just make sure you're looking for MK7 and it should be mixed with MCT oil. How to get rid of triglycerides down, how to improve cholesterol. Go ahead and download my ebook on cholesterol control and atherosclerosis. I put the two ebooks together for you. Definitely go ahead and download them, and you can actually go from there. Seriously, check it out. Give me a sec. If you click on my picture profile, it takes you on my main page. There's a small website. If you click on my website, you can actually see all the ebooks. Yeah, the one you take don't deliver to England. Very disappointing. And any other good ones? So the one from iHerb, they don't deliver to England. Not sure, Ben. I'll have to check to see if there's another one. Can you look for one that is in England? Possibly you can buy it locally. MK7 with MCT oil. The problem is I can find a few things on iHerb, but whether they deliver it or not, that's the question. Like I won't know because I don't have the proper information to search in England, because they actually block us here now, Canadians, from using different IP addresses, by the way. The best supplement to heal lung allergies, NAC. Ben, see if you can find some. More than happy to actually look into it for you. Maybe send me like a picture of it, or possibly a name of the product, and this way I can see if it's actually good. As long as MK7 and there's no other ingredients in it, and it has MCT oil as the main fat soluble in it. My mouth is so dry because I was eating raw wild oregano. How to increase low iron and hemoglobin and low MCV. How about you eat some steaks and you cook them in an iron skillet? Any symptoms from getting used to vitamin K? If you end up taking too much vitamin K2, MK7, you're going to end up noticing your carotid arteries are actually feeling like needles. That's if you actually take too much. That's the only difference you're gonna feel. I usually feel it now when I take about 1,000 micrograms. Keep in mind, I used to take in the upper 25,000 micrograms. So right now I have to reduce it down to about 300 micrograms. That's my tolerance level. But that's the symptoms you'll get. Your carotid arteries will actually feel like they're like a needle poking at it and stuff. So so that's how you know if you're actually taking too much or not. That coffee was so small. It was like half of that cup. How to increase low iron and hemoglobin and low MCV? I already answered that. I think. Yeah, I already did answer. Duke, stop going to the water. We're not gonna play. You already played twice today. Go relax. Hi, Janet Love. He's amazing. Big brain, hot head. Cheers. Is there a good brand of sea moss you recommend? None. I don't like sea moss, and I'm not gonna recommend any right now. But I am actually working with a company for Chilajit. Well, let me show it to you guys. I just got it yesterday, and we haven't used it, but it is one of the highest grade. And I need you guys to actually start looking into this because it's gonna be amazing. I think product quality. I checked out their third-party company. I checked out their certificate of analysis, and I have it posted on my website. And you guys do get a discount as well too. So let me show it to you. So there it is. It just arrived yesterday. Pure black, and I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. So this is their Chilajit stuff. Pure, like it has the high rich viscosity in it and everything. So it's gonna be very, very interesting when I start to use it. I haven't actually had a chance to actually utilize it yet. So this is a Chilajit resin that I'm gonna be using. There's a little pretty cool little spoon that you actually use because you actually dip it and you let it, you stick it in a cup of water and let it dissolve very, very slowly. Or you can use it in tea. And it does have like the measuring on the back of it because that's how you can actually take, you know, 0.25, 0.50, 75, up to a gram. Keep in mind, I'm gonna be doing like high dose of this stuff. And I do have a nice package actually, and I am trying, I am testing this product too from the same company. Love their labels. So this is for, it's a joints. So this is a joint peptide to actually rebuild like collagen and joint damaged joints. And you know how I damaged my elbows from lifting too much logs 2 years ago. I've been struggling with it. So this is what I'm gonna actually be using. So I'll be using this. It's a very expensive product, but very, very highly well deserved because I've done all the patent studies on it, all the third-party studies, everything. So this is the Chilajit. So this one has almost about 80 to 90 minerals in it. Merrick, it is on the website. I just posted it up yesterday. It goes by the company name Pure Black, and there's a discount code as well too. Chilajit is supposed to be like one of your best anti-inflammatory effect, and it's one of the best to actually saturate your cells with the full mineralization. And that's why we tend to kind of get sick. But so this is a package, nicely done, nicely packaged. They spend a lot of money in their marketing, but their quality, they actually stands behind their quality. So so when you look at the Chilajit, one of the nice thing about it is it has the potential. I'm not saying it does, unless I'll show you some scientific literature on it, but it has the potential of raising your testosterone. It's going to give you a sharp memory as well. It's going to help promote like a healthy brain, bones, and it's going to actually improve your sleep. Make sure when you're doing the EDTA, Nick, because you probably heard me talking about it the other day, make sure you're cycling the product. Make sure you cycle it correctly because EDTA, it is quite hard on the kidneys. Yes, it does get rid of like kidney stones and a lot of things, but you have to kind of still cycle it. Are you 6'9"? No, I'm not 6'9". I'm pretty freaking short. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm 6'9". I am a little guy. How often should I cycle? Every 45 days, please. That's your turnaround for kidney cycle system. Oh yeah, and we got some pasture raised eggs yesterday. You guys met Nova, Duke's friend that she came by. Well, the lady that actually owns Nova, she actually has the pasture raised eggs, so she gave me a whole dozen. So check them out. These are actually like pasture raised chicken eggs. They're actually super delicious, and I keep them outside because, of course, you don't have to put them in the fridge. I am 5'9", Sean. You got it correct. So these eggs are just incredible, and they just super delicious. And you know, each egg is like different. Of course, this one still has some freaking chicken poop on it. Oh yeah, they give you high cholesterol. It's really good for the brain. Maybe that's why I can answer like 100 questions without actually feeling tired, because I eat so much freaking eggs, like 10 a day. And this is the oregano that I collect here from. If you guys ever want some, I think next year I'm gonna probably buy like a dehydrator. I'm gonna probably buy like a dehydrator and start drying up these oreganos, because I hang them and I actually let them dry, but sometimes they go black and I have to actually dispose them because we have so much moisture. So there's the dried oregano that I actually collect from here. So when I collect them, I actually collect the buds, the flower. So antibacterial and major antioxidants. So you put it on your food, or you actually just eat it the way it is. And I just did a quick video on it. I put it on YouTube. So check it out. This is all oregano that I get from here, wild oregano. Every year I probably get about 10 of these in the summer, and it just grows wild. And I try to kind of air dry them very slow, so this way you can actually preserve the coloration. If you don't preserve the coloration, you actually oxidize them. If they turn a little bit darker color, you actually oxidize them. And a lot of you guys have been asking me, well, Maurice, what kind of borax do you drink? Olive oregano gummies are good for colds and gut, 100%. So everybody been asking me about my borax, how I take it. So this is the borax that I take. This is when I take 1/8 of a teaspoon. And see what it says here? Oh, this is in French. See what it says here? Safe for all machines. We're a freaking machine, so this is safe for us. Even if it says here, detergent booster, this is still a human consumption. A lot of this stuff, you guys, I think I have it in my cheat book, so definitely check it out. Any other total mineral supplement you recommend? So this is the current one I take. What is it? Where is it? So this is the one I take. Vanessa. So this is the Aussie Trace Minerals. I have all that stuff on my website. I take about 40 drops every 3 hours, every 4 hours. It has about 70 plus minerals. I'm gonna still take this, but when I start taking the Chilajit, I'll probably reduce the amount of this one, because the Chilajit has about 90 plus minerals in it as well too. So this is the one I take and I add to my water. Live access removed. I just got blocked on TikTok. I don't know why. Live access suspended from July 28th. Oh wow. So Marek, I'm not gonna be able to go live on TikTok. I just got suspended for some reason for showing the products. That's interesting. Huh. That's too bad. Live access suspended. Till when? What's the date today? Yeah, I'm suspended till tomorrow. Oh, nice. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know why. I didn't even did anything wrong, but whatever. Well, you guys have a wonderful, happy Sunday. I'll try to come back tomorrow and we can kind of continue our discussion. Ben, if you do find a specific vitamin K, please send me a picture probably by email. I know I usually don't check my emails on Sunday, but I'll definitely check it tomorrow and I can tell you whether it's good or not. Other than that, let me know. And Marek, you as well, have a nice Sunday and we'll definitely touch base. Regards.